our What's She Making Wednesday, and today is one of my favorite things, bees, and we're going to be featuring the Be My Valentine stamp set, but we're going to do it in a fun way that shows that you can use this set for any occasion. And today we're going to be doing a Be Happy pink bumblebee card. Stay tuned. I'm going to turn the camera down and let's get started. Oh, friends, well, we couldn't be the Stampin' Queen Bee if I didn't show you my very favorite Be My Valentine set from the new mini catalog. So they put this on the very first page of sets because, well, they did it for me. I love bees, as you know, and this super cute Be My Valentine bee set I think can be used for so many things. So it's featured here as a Valentine set in the new mini catalog, but I think bees are perfect for every occasion. So I'm going to share with you today a fun bee card that is different than the bee cards you might be thinking. So sometimes when we have a suite or a stamp, we tend to stay in the colors that the suite features, right? So typically in this suite, it's featured with Sweet Sorbet and Daffodil Delight. And so you can see those colors in the super cute bee paper and embellishments and ribbon. I love this set because it comes with a coordinating punch if you get the bundle. And so it's very, very, very fun for Valentine's, but it's also fun for every occasion. So if you actually flip to the back of your catalog, you can see Stampin' Up! Featured those bees in every single color, right? Like they could be our typical yellow bees, or we can make them fun. So I also love pink and berry. And so today our bees are going to be featured in Bubble Bath and Berry Burst. So aren't those just the cutest bees? I mean, they don't have to be black and yellow like our typical bees, right? Well, let's get started on today's card. So we're also going to be featuring paper from our Masterfully Made. So this is 12 by 12 paper. You can see a lot of the varying designs, but I love that it has this berry burst and this bubble bath color in the paper. So we're going to be using that. And I've already pre-cut some things for us. So we've got our thick basic white card base here. And we've got our two Masterfully Made papers that are already cut. Remember, our Buzz Bulletin goes out every Thursday, so it's a free weekly email, and it comes with all of the step-by-step instructions and all of the card measurements, all of the paper measurements for everything that we use, so totally free. So make sure you subscribe to that in the description below, or you can go to stampinqueenbee.com and you can subscribe there. All right, so we're just taking our two Masterfully Made papers and kind of creating a fun background here. So we're just centering those right on. And so we're using two of the different papers because I think they coordinate so well together. Love that about our designer series paper. So we'll set that aside. And then let's do some stamping. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to stamp the kind of focal point of our card. So I'm going to bring in some Berry Burst. We're going to be using a lot of Berry Burst today, and this super cute bee trail, I call it. And so we're just going to stamp this down kind of right to the right of our focal point here. And we will set that aside. We've got a piece of Bubble Bath that we'll be using with that. And then let's stamp some bees. So I've got a strip of basic white here. And we're going to start off with some Bubble Bath. So what I have found is the easiest is to do the body and then to do the bee stripes. And what's so fun about this set is the same bee, we can create a bee with 2 wings, kind of upright, vertical, or a horizontal bee with 1, or even you could do 2 wings there. So we're just gonna take our bubble bath here and we're gonna ink up the body, and we're just gonna go along our strip here, kind of leaving some space, and we're just gonna stamp some bodies, some bee bodies. Okay, so we've got those. So we'll set our bubble bath aside and we'll bring back in our berry burst. And we've got our body of our bee here. So we're gonna go ahead and ink that up in the berry burst. And what I have found is the easiest way to line this up is to get his stinger. And if you kind of line that up, see, these are those clear stamps, so it makes it the easiest, right? So if you kind of line that up, then you get your stripes right where you want them. And I always stamp a whole strip just in case they get a little bit off. Let's just go ahead and stamp our stripes right through all of these. There we go. Okay, and then you can do your faces now, or you can save them for later. I didn't mean to close that up. Okay, and then what's fun about this, we'll do our faces later, but what's fun about this is you can take your punch now, and since we did them sideways like that, we can just go through, line it up, and punch. Line it up and punch. Line it up and see, now this one is a little bit thick, so we'll just take our scissors here. It's not going down quite as far as we would like. And we'll just go ahead and punch. Punch. Love when we have coordinating punches. Makes it so fast and easy, right? Line that one up and punch. Easy peasy. Okay, so then we have our bees. Our bees are bees. Okay. And then we're gonna do some faces. So these bees, we're gonna have them vertical. We're gonna have our bees vertical. So we're gonna take our cute bee smiling face, and we'll get that in our berry burst here. And we're just gonna go across and make all our little happy bees. Our team is a happy hive, so these bees go perfectly with our team, our happy hive bees. All right, well, we'll set our little bees aside, and now we're gonna do some bee wings, So let me bring in another scrap of basic white, and this time we're gonna use some Daffodil Delight. Actually, let me bring in 2 scraps here. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna ink up with our Daffodil Delight. I like to put it at an angle because that is how the punch is set up, at a little bit of an angle. So we'll go ahead and ink these up. A couple of wings here. Let's see if we can fit one more, probably. There we go. And then we're gonna ink up the centers of the wings, so that will line up. It's also a cute heart, but it will line up. So we want to stamp off, and so I use just another piece of paper, ink that up, stamp it off on here because I could use this later, and then line it up and fill in my wings. So ink it up. You could stamp off on a scratch paper too, but I like to just reuse these. Save me time later. And fill those in. So we'll just go ahead and do that on all of these. There we go. We'll save those for later. We'll bring back in our punch here, and you can see that we will just line this up. Line up our heart here. And punch out our wing. Line up our heart here. Punch out our wing. This one here at the bottom. Punch out our wing. Easy, easy, right? Now we've got wings all over. Okay, so now we can start to put together our card here and our bee. So we are going to make a vertical bee. So we'll just take 2 of our wings here and 1 of our bees. We'll set our other ones just to the side for our next project. And we're going to take a little bit of liquid glue here. We'll just put a little dot on each of the sides of our wings. We'll take our bee body here and just attach each of those cute wings on the side. I just leave my fingers there for a second, and then it will attach our cute little bee. So we'll set him aside, or her, him or her aside, and we'll take our card here, and we're actually going to attach this to this with dimensionals. So first we'll glue our bubble bath piece to the center of our card here, just like so. And we'll let that dry. And then I know we're going to take our bee here and we're going to pop it up on dimensionals kind of at an angle, but our bee needs some antenna. So we're going to go ahead and ink up our antenna in Berry Burst. And I know it'll be kind of right there, so then I can move that to the side. We've got our little antenna, and then when we line up our bee, it'll be matching, right? So we're gonna pop this one up with some dimensionals. So we'll go ahead and put those onto our cute bee. And then we're gonna pop this up with dimensionals as well. So while I have it here, let's go ahead and add those. And we'll just peel the backings off of those. And we'll take this and just center it right onto our bubble bath layer there. Okay, and now time to attach our cute bee. Then I get to show you a really fun way to do our sentiment. Okay, so we're just lining that up and we'll put that down. So we've got our bee attached. How cute is she? Oh, she's darling. Okay, so now for our sentiment, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in a scrap of basic white, and we're gonna create our own sentiment. So there are some super cute Valentine's sentiments. Happy Valentine's Day. You'll always be the one for me. Love you. Love that. Love all the fonts on these. So we're gonna actually combine them because I don't want this to be a Valentine's card. I just want this to be a fun, happy card for any occasion. So we're gonna make a be happy sentiment of our own. So we're gonna take Berry Burst here, and we're gonna ink up our Be Mine. There we go. And this is just a scrap, so they don't have to be centered. And then also our Happy Valentine's Day. So both of those in Berry Burst. And then we're just gonna take our snips and we are gonna fussy cut the words be and then happy. So be happy is what we're going to create. These words are really easy to fussy cut, so it's kind of easy to make our own sentiment, right? Okay, so we've got our B, and now in Happy Valentine's, we're going to do the same thing. Sometimes I just follow along with the cut, and sometimes I cut it away from the word and then cut it out. So we'll just go ahead and cut this. Super easy, just to kind of move the paper along with your cut. They call it fussy cutting, but it's not that fussy. Okay, there we go. So we've got our happy. So we'll set all that aside. We're going to take a little bit of green glue here. Just a couple of little dots really is all we need. And so we will create our B. And then the same thing with our happy. So be happy. Isn't that a fun way to create your own sentiment, right? So we can take some of the words from the stamp set and then put them together, and we can create our own. So of course we need a little bit of bling on our cards. So this time we're going to use bling from our Wink of Stella. And so our Wink of Stella is our glitter pin. So we're going to squeeze a little bit of that out so that it comes down there. And then we're going to add a touch of bling to her wings here. Just super easy to give some bling there so you can see that shine on those wings. And then, you know, we can flick. So I'm going to squeeze some out into the lid, and then I am just going to do a little bit of flicking right along the whole thing, and it's going to sparkle it up. So you can see those dots on there, right? So it's going to sparkle the whole card up, even our designer paper. And that will be our fun bling for our cards. So I love this B set. It's so versatile. Be happy. Happy Valentine's. Anything that you want to create with that Be My Valentine, that fun punch to create our bees either vertical or horizontal. And here is the other card I made using a different paper. So this is the Masterfully Made. And then this is our 6x6 subtles, where our bubble bath is, and our 6x6 brights. So 2 variations on our fun bee card to be happy for this new year, right? A goal that I know we all have. So happy, happy, happy Wednesday, and I will see you guys next week for another fun video.